Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like it o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom, coming to you live from Helen's Place, the finest place in the land. She allows me to use this environment because my environment that I am is full of people, and it's very awkward to do this sort of thing, especially the way I do it. Don't have letters today. I have a big event over at Chinky's house of Pilates and yoga. We are reorganizing everything and getting it set up. So I'm not really reorganizing. We're going to be moving everything over to a facility next door here where the Pearlos house of Spanking is opening up. And it's going to be half that and half. So anyways, I'm very busy is what I'm trying to say. I will get into a few messages here. Joe Johnson asked, what will this channel consist of now? That being this channel, My NHL Pearls of Wisdom, because I'm not exactly doing picks now. And I might have maybe didn't make that clear enough. Sorry, Joe, but thank you, JJ, as I like to call you. I don't know if you like to be called that, but I call you that anyways. What I do here is I'm going to, you might get some leans out of it, but I'm talking about each particular game, some things that have happened that could affect your pick or my pick or what have you. But at 2 o'clock Eastern time, somewhere around there, could be later, B-Pow and we have a video that comes out that you can check our actual full picks there. Or what a lot of people are doing, what it's more and more now actually, is they're heading over to the Patreon, which I'll put the link on the bottom there. And for this month, they're subscribing and getting reimbursed their money back to check it out and check out our picks and our whatever we want to do. And then at the end of the month, if you wish to not continue, that's fine. We have a $3, $7, and $25 tier, which offers you can see what that offers, or even ask us over there what that offers. And with that, you can get our picks the night before. So it'll give you more indication of, you'll get them sooner. You'll be able to use that for your picking pleasure. And also, we will provide you with our personal picks throughout the day as things may change and so on and so forth like that. So this basically just gives you what my video does is just gives you a taste for each game and maybe gives you some personal insight onto where you may want to pick. So we also have Mr. Ragno. He's a guy I kind of forgot about. He messages down there all the time, and he gives his picks for free and stuff, and I wanted to send him some pearls. And B. Rocco, he nailed the Dallas game last night. He said all he was doing with Dallas, but I hadn't heard him in a while, so I wanted to throw you both some pearls. Mr. Rano and B. Rocco got pearls for you today. I'm trying to get this to be let's see if it works. I'm trying to get this to be my thumbnail. Hopefully they do that. It doesn't often work. They do all that, and then it doesn't give you an option for a thumbnail like that. It just has me going. Okay, anyways. Penguins Leafs. The Penguins are just destroyed the Leafs last game. Now they're playing the Leafs on the road, and now on the road after a slaughter that the Leafs now should be embarrassed about that. The Sheldon Keefe has kind of embarrassed them in public about their performance and said some very derogatory things towards his players. So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. For the Leafs to win this game, they are going to have to get angry. They are going to have to get angry. I haven't seen the level of anger that's necessary, which you can call it anger if you want, or there's no urgency in their game, it seems. Defense has been an issue for the Leafs. The Penguins, it may be more how they could lose this game. The Penguins could lose this game if they take the Leafs lightly after the big win last time. Very well coached team. I'm not sure that is going to be something that'll happen, and especially with the Leafs getting spanked quite a bit by their coach. I'm sure they went to their local Spanking Institute there in Toronto, and I would hope so. And if they didn't, there's a good way to find out if they're going to win. Just call up the Spanking Institute of Toronto there and see if any of those Leafs or all of them went there. Because if they didn't, they're probably going to lose. That's what I would say. Sharks versus the Devils. The Devils should be rocking Blackwood here. The Sharks, Jones is confirmed. Two bottom dweller teams. The Devils have just did some trades where they traded Coleman and a big player for them, Green. Green has been a heart and soul guy for New Jersey for quite some time. The Sharks are very injured. Jones did play well last time. And that's the kicker here. If Jones plays well, the Sharks can win this game. One thing that I have seen with the Sharks is ever since Hines has taken over, they started playing a much more defensive type system. Maybe at a necessity with Couture being gone and Carlson hurt, Hurdle, a lot of injuries going on there. But they've actually been playing better than they did with them in the lineup. The Devils, it'll be interesting to see if they can overcome that down feeling of losing a guy like Green and to a lesser extent Coleman, and being able to keep on playing for their positions next year. That will be the biggest thing in this game. Who is able to who are the Devils able to overcome the depression, I guess you would say, if there might be that, or downward feeling of those two players being traded and possibly others as well. And will the Sharks also lost Dylan as well? So it's a very interesting game here. My leans are, again, when BPAL picks come up, you'll see what our actual pick is. But that maybe that'll help you a little bit on what you think the Devils and Sharks, which one they could win here. I got to say, I do like Blackwood over Jones, but Jones did play well last game. And Nabokov seems to be doing really well with those goaltenders. That should be interesting. Nabokov is the goalie coach. They fired their goalie coach when they fired DeBoer in San Jose. I should let you know that. Flyers versus the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets have lost 5 or 6 in a row. The Merzlikins, who came out hot, is not showing to be as hot as he was before. The Flyers now, they're playing Carter Hart, who has, ever since his injury, since he's come back from his injury, has played extremely well. For the Blue Jackets to win this game, they're probably going to have to play that old system of slowing down the game that they have, of icing the puck a lot, taking the team off their rhythm and flow. That's where the Blue Jackets tend to get. It's very difficult games to watch a lot of the time. Shot blocking, all of those things like that. For the Flyers, they're going to have to bull through that process. The last time the Flyers played the Blue Jackets, they won fairly handily. Is that going to happen tonight? We'll find out with BPAL picks, won't we? Which one we chose to do this. But maybe you get some leans with what I'm saying here already. Jets versus the Senators. Senators have been playing extremely well. The Senators are a team that haven't really been focusing on their record all year, it seems. DJ Smith, the coach of the Senators, has really been just looking for them to become better and better. That being said, they are a very young team, and a lot of these players have not been used to playing this many games. They have brought some young players up from the minors, though, and that pretty much, I think that's given them some fresh legs going into these games. The Jets have been playing a lot of hockey, but I'm pretty sure they're rocking Hellebuck. Senators are showing Hogberg here. I thought he was injured. So we're going to have to stay in that comment section so we can help each other out. And let us know who is going to be in net there. That's certainly going to change my pick here quite a bit. I have a pick already with BPAL that comes out, like I said, at 2 o'clock. But that pick can change. And that's a good reason why we're over at Patreon. Because over at Patreon, I'll let people know, hey, you know what? I switched this pick, whatever pick I may have given you, because there's new goaltending here now and so on and so forth like that. Those updates are available on there. Coyotes versus the Blues. The Coyotes have been playing very well. I got to give Rick Tocchet a lot of credit. You got two big egos there in Hall and Kessel. I was really concerned about that. And early on, it looked like my concerns were valid. But lately, it seems like Rick Tocchet might have got a handle on this. The Blues are coming off a win again, I believe, against New Jersey. This is their second game back at home. So they did look good against New Jersey. The Coyotes have been playing a lot of hockey. They could be a little tired here. For the Yotes to win this game, they simply have to keep on playing the system that they have been playing up until now. Ranta has been playing very well. And Hall seems to have bought into Tocchet's system, which is fairly defensive. But the balance is looking pretty good. For the Blues to win this game, they're going to have to play their heavy game. And that's the thing. The Blues have had a difficult time playing their heavy game without Sundqvist and now without Bouwmeester. That game is really what keeps them going. That game is was what St. Louis is all about. Can they do that against the Coyotes here? I think this could be tight, but I did give a pick. And it will be coming at BPAL when BPAL comes out. Bolts versus the Knights. Wow, I'm going to be watching this game. This might be the one game. I'm going to give you a pick on this one. I'm going to give you a pick today. Not because I'm super confident, but because I just have, it's one of those gut feelings, head things, the way the Knights have been flowing. This is a huge game for them to win. DeBoer is now the coach of the Knights, and I have a huge affinity with DeBoer. I think he's a fantastic coach. I think he got the shaft in San Jose. Really wasn't his fault. If there might be an issue with DeBoer is the one thing that separates for me DeBoer with, say, Tortorella or Barry Trotz or maybe even Sullivan is I'm not sure he gets the best out of his goaltenders. However, he's got Fleury here. He does get the best out of his forwards in his defense, though. And the Knights have looked really good. I'm actually leaning the Knights here on the ML. So I'm giving you that one pick today. You'll see what Brian has picked in our talk about this game when it comes out at 2 o'clock at BPAL Picks. Just search it on the YouTube there. Subscribe and like all of that. And subscribe and like here. Don't forget that. If we get 100 likes between the two channels, we're going to do a $25 draw given to anybody who's in the comment section on both channels. So that like bar 'em up, limber it up, get it all limbered. I got a new one. I kind of go like this now sometimes before I do it. And I just like, subscribe, bell. So fast. I can do it fast. Like, subscribe, bell. So yeah, it helps us out a lot as well. So just for that alone, you get your $25. But the more likes we have, the more the algorithm grows, and the more Gord at the YouTube tells me that they show these videos to the finest places of the YouTube land. So helps us out. Panthers versus the Kings. The thing I'm not fond of with this game is the Panthers are coming from off of 3 and 4 nights. And I've had people ask me, why does that matter? Because in hockey, 3 games in 4 nights, especially on the road, is really hard on the body. By the time you get to the 3rd game, you're pretty tired. Now, the Panthers have looked good on this road trip, very good. Bob Borowski has been playing very well. However, I think it's possible that Martin Boyle is going to be in that Mountain Bull. Rana. Oh, yeah, that's better. Oh, yeah. Richie Rich has been nailing it for a long time. He was like a natural. Got it right off the bat. Anyways, Molten Bowl is possibly in net here today. We're going to find out for sure. So I would be... There's some leans here that you're going to be really interested when BPOW comes up because it's a fancy game, I find. Well, boys and girls, that's my full 42%. That's all I have to give today. You can go over to, like I said, go over to BPOW, go over to or you can go over to Patreon right now. You'll see the video right there, what our picks are. Get out to your closest convenience store and make your picks and make some money today. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.